Obahin bebre, ano poku are no mawano. Asante kotokono no. Soni ebedi akwa abuabuawo.
Hello guys, and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, it's been a crazy past week, I need to be honest with you, and now I'm here in Rome, and I'm not just here to soak up the sounds and the sights. I'm here to speak with African migrants, but more notably Nigerian African migrants from Edo State. There is a reason for that specific state, because a lot of them are here, and it isn't by accident. I'm going to explain to you the reason why there are a lot of Nigerians. Hello, bless her. So I'm going to unpack for you the reasons why there are a lot of Nigerians here from Edo State in Italy. But first I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and please consider supporting us on our new Patreon. The link will be in the description. I've literally just had a guy come up to me and he asked me for money, and I didn't have any change on me. I told him I don't have any change on me, but what I did have on me were some sandwiches, and he said he was hungry. So I said fine. I gave him the box of sandwiches, and I started asking him some questions. I couldn't put him on camera. A lot of the guys here are shy, because a lot of them are not supposed to be here. A lot of them are not supposed to be earning money, but a lot of them are illegally. He told me of his story and how he got here and how he wants to move on. He wants to go to London. His father is living in London, but he's struggling to get there, and that's because the borders here have been tightened. They're asking everybody the question, where are you from? They want to see everybody's paperwork, like it's Nazi Europe again.
Your papers, please. Your papers are not in order.
They're in order, look at them again.
They are not in order.
That is your papers, that type of thing. It's ridiculous. I'm struggling because if I was back in the UK, I'd tell them to F off, literally. If the policeman asked me for my details, I'd tell him to F off. I know my rights in the UK, it's not a problem. But over here, I've got to be careful. And so do those migrants, they have to be careful. They have to bite their tongue all the time. It's getting to them being here and not wanting to be here. I saw one kid, he was African, and he was just walking in the middle of the street. Walking down the middle of the street here in Rome. And the police were behind him, and they had their sirens on. He didn't care, just carried on walking. I didn't see what happened to him, but yeah, that did happen. And it's because a lot of people are getting sick now. It's making them sick to be here. Forget the virus. You don't need the virus to be sick. All you have to be is in a bad situation. Even I'm tired of the situation, and I've only been in this country for a few days, so yeah, go figure. There are a lot of African migrants who are here working, and the guys from Edo State are the ones who essentially said, go F yourself. To the authorities, to the police, to everybody else. A lot of them here from Edo State are gangsters. And those guys from Edo State, who are the gangsters, are doing extremely well for themselves. Their children go to a private school. They got plenty of money. They swan in and out of Italy whenever they want to. They are living the good life, and they are using those other guys from Edo State in order to make money. So this is the way it works for those guys in Edo State, and this is the reason why they don't want things to change. They like the virus because it's putting them in a position of power. The less power you have, the more power they have, if you're coming from Edo State. So I'm filming a video about that specific topic because it's important. It's important that you know about it. Those guys, those Nigerians from Edo State, the ones that have come here, the gangsters, the criminals, wow, they are absolutely ruthless. You'll see for yourself at why so many people here, even Italians, are afraid of them. They're afraid of them because these guys have no fear. Imagine having no fear. That's these guys. So that's what it's like for them. So many of them, of course, are exporting everything from drugs, prostitution, racketeering, everything that is illegal that you can make money out of. They are exporting from Edo State and they are bringing it here. And they are multi-millionaires many times over. You won't know their names. They stay out of the spotlight and they allow their little soldiers to run around Rome doing whatever they want. Not just around Rome, actually, around the whole of Europe. These guys have a syndicate, a Nigerian syndicate in Singapore. I swear, these guys are, I mean, you know, I've got to respect them. I've got to respect them. You got to respect Nigerians as a whole, right? Really, they are the people that we should be looking up to. Those guys know how to take a hold of things and do whatever they can in order to be successful. So they don't see failure as being an option. It's either everything or nothing at all. And that's not going to change with these people. You know, it's a shame. They should be inspiring us. Because the reality is that we could all do with some of that. Not everybody has the right stuff. Look at this now, guys. Italian drivers are crazy. I've just seen about almost 3 accidents since I've been here filming this. I've been here about 10 minutes, right? So that's what you have here, what's going on. So a lot of people think when you go abroad and you see these Nigerians and they've got the shirts and stuff and they're selling them. You've got the Africans who are selling shirts, they're selling little trinkets, they're selling everything they can. A lot of people think, these guys are being given this stuff by the Chinese or the Lebanese. Nah, man, no. It's not. They've been given that stuff by other Nigerians. People from Edo State aren't only gangsters. You have doctors, you have professionals, okay? You have pilots, you have everything else as well from Edo State. But I'm just stating the obvious. There is a disproportionately large amount of criminals from Nigeria who are from Edo State who are here. And they are doing extremely well in this pandemic. Even with all of the tourists away, they're doing extremely well. This place is dead. It's a beautiful sunny day, but this place is dead. Usually there's thousands of people surrounding the Colosseum. But as you can see, I'm here pretty much on my own. That's the story that I'm planning to tell to you guys. I'm going to do it in a totally different format, and it's going to be professionally edited as well. So it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to this video. I'm going to struggle to get interviews, especially here in Rome. I do plan to go south to southern Italy. Maybe not this time, but I do plan to go to southern Italy because that is there. They have a literal city there, right? They have a city there, which is, for all intents and purposes, a Nigerian gangster city. That's all it is. And when Italians want something, and they want something a little bit, let's say, off the back of a lorry, then that is where they go. It's going to be hard. It's extremely dangerous as well. I'm going to have a lot of fun trying to piece this one together. Plus, it's less investigating and it's more about telling a story that needs to be told. So that's what I'm doing here. And, you know, you can't rest on your laurels. You can inspire yourself. You can inspire yourself. Like the guy that I just met a guy, like I said, he was from Edo State and he was starving on the street. He was starving. I had to give him something to eat. That's what he wanted. Do you know when people come up to you and they're like this? But no, he didn't. He wasn't like that. He wasn't like that. He was genuinely hungry. He didn't have anything to eat. I bet you he slept rough outside. I can almost guarantee you that. So you have these guys from Edo State. I can't believe that I'm here in Europe and I have largely forgotten about the African migrants that were coming here, all because it's off mainstream media. That is terrible. We know they're still coming. It didn't just stop. I'm not in a part of Europe where many of them come. I'm in a transit country. Italy is a transit country, but they have been given special powers to keep those African migrants right here in Italy. They don't want them moving further up north. A lot of them are trying to get to places like Sweden because they know if they get to Sweden they'll be taken care of. No ifs, no ands, no buts. They won't have to worry about eating, they don't have to worry about a place to stay, and they can focus on being somebody, not being on somebody, and they can focus on putting their lives back on track so they can seek success. That is what they are looking for, success. And they will die getting it. They would rather die than to not be successful, and that's the way they are. And now I'm not saying that there isn't other African countries and other ethnicities that aren't like that. I'm sure there is. I'm just saying that there is a high proportion of Nigerians from Edo State that seem to just have this absolute, it's tunnel vision for them. Everything else is not important. Not even their own families are important. It's not important. What's important is success. They are so hungry for it. Oi! Oh my gosh. It's fourth accident I've almost seen. These guys. Anyway guys, yep, as I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm outside the Colosseum in Rome. It's surrounded by African migrants actually. There's a lot of them. Not on this side, on the other side where the restaurants are, where the people are, because tourists don't generally come on this side. There is a lot of migrants here working, selling trinkets. And they're selling African trinkets, which means it's likely that they are being told to sell those trinkets by these gangsters. Oh guys, I didn't really want to come to you with a negative story to tell you, but this is just the way it is. You know, I can't do anything else. I wish I could. I really wish I could. All we can do is help anyone who is of our kin, help those ones who are genuinely in need, and then pray for them, help them out so they can be successful in whatever they do, so they don't have to turn to drugs, prostitution, stealing, those types of things, in order to line somebody else's pocket. Give them some benefit of the doubt. If you see one of them starving on the street, give them something to eat, for heaven's sakes. It's not a big one, right? We can do that. Why not? So guys, that's it from me for today. I'd like to say thank you for subscribing. I'd like to give an extra special thank you to my Patreon members, okay? Because without those Patreon members, I would not be here right now. Believe me when I tell you that. So thank you to them, and I will see you in the next one. Until the next time, please think twice. Ta-ra a bit.